We have another Q&A episode coming y'all's way. A while back, I asked you guys for some Minecraft questions. What is going wrong in your Minecraft world? What do you need expert advice on? And you guys responded in droves. So we got some more answers for your questions right now. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and if you want to directly support me, click the join button to learn more. You guys rock, those of you who directly support. So the first question comes from F16 Sam, who says, how do we make custom armor wearing mobs like zombies and skeletons using command blocks? Well, this is the site that I like to use. It's called Dig Minecraft, and they have some fantastic mob generators. This is the one for Java edition, and you notice that this is for 1.15. What I love about this site is that it easily links back to older versions of Minecraft, and so it will make sure that whatever the syntax of the command is for that version of Minecraft, that it is the correct one, so you can be sure that this is going to actually work in your current game. So this is if you're on Java. You can obviously go in here, change whatever thing it is, what name it has, what team it's on, how old it is, all the different presets like silent and no AI and that sort of thing. If it's riding on another mob, so would be like maybe a zombie riding on a blaze, that would be interesting, or riding on a slime. Whatever you want. You can change what is in its hands, what's in its armor slots, where it is positioned either relative to the thing or person giving the command, or in the world exactly with rotation. I use this all the time to do rotational stuff. If I want to like just put a little mannequin right there and then like rotate him that way, I use this tool all the time, plus all the different effects. Once you are happy with everything, it will summon you just hit generate command and it'll put the command right here, and you can click this to copy it if you want to have it directly copied to your keyboard. Now, like I mentioned twice already, this is Java edition only. So if you are hoping to get this for Bedrock, here is the Bedrock edition version. You'll notice something right off the bat. Very small, very itty bitty, not as many options for having, can't have it ride a thing, can't put stuff in its inventory, you can't put stuff in its hand. It's just really, really frustrating that there isn't quite as many things. You can position it and see if it's baby or not, and that's really it. Now, there is something called spawn events for Bedrock, and so this is in a different area. You'd have to go to the command generators over here, Bedrock edition, and then, well, maybe not. Where is it? Commands and cheats. How did I get here? How did I find this? Oh, it's literally right here on the sidebar. So I couldn't find it. Okay, it's right there. Click spawn events. This is all the different things that you can do in Bedrock. And this is normally done with NBT stuff in Java edition, if you're familiar with it. But if you wanted to say, have a bee be a baby, you would need to summon the bee and then add the event entity born to the end of the bee. So this sort of stuff is in its own little section called spawn events. But you'll notice, like, let's say the spawn event for a zombie, you can have it be an adult, a baby, convert to a drown, all these different things, but that is actually still in the generator. So if it's converted to a drowned, it's right here. So you have both of them, but if you want to check your syntax for Bedrock, click this spawn events thing and find that there as well. Next question from Scott Lovelace. Are there any villagers that will trade you a golden apple? And the answer is no. That's all. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. So no, but golden carrots are a thing. So this is a farmer who has been upgraded all the way up to master, and you can see that on his last trade, he will give you golden carrots, but golden apples are not a thing. You can get apples, can't get golden apples. You can't really even trade for gold. So you got golden carrots. That's the best I can give you. The next question comes from Bryson's channel. How do I get a skeleton horse? So the answer is a a skeleton trap. So I'm just going to go ahead and summon one in. This is what the skeleton horse trap looks like. So whenever lightning strikes the ground during a thunderstorm, there is a small chance that it will bring in one of these skeleton horses. Here's the thing. They're a trap. It's a trap. Okay, the horse is a lie. So as you get closer to this guy, thunder comes down. I just realized that I don't have the sounds for my weather. So let's do this one more time. I can kill them all. Kill all the horses and the skeletons. Goodbye. Okay, we summoned another one. There we go. Now that's way more impressive. You have the thunder that comes down. It splits that one skeleton horse into 4 that also have riders, which is not good, and they will attack. This is for Java and for Bedrock editions. And then you have to fight off these skeleton that all have enchanted helmets, so they will not burn in the sun, and they also all have enchanted bows. I give myself strength, and so you die at the touch. I touch you and you die. Oop, look, I touched that and it died too. So once you fight off all of the skeletons, these horses have the cool sort of thing, I guess, is that they're already tamed. So all you need is to bring a saddle to the party, and then you can ride any of these skeleton horses around. Do they all have the exact same health? I forget if that's a thing, but their health is very low. These guys' health is very low. But that is how you get a skeleton horse. One of the benefits of them is that they will not buck you off inside of the water, so you can use these guys underwater. I just dismounted. But they will move around the water just like if you were on land. They don't breathe, I guess, so you don't got to worry about them suffocating, which is kind of cool that they have that extra benefit of being able to be used underwater. Next question is from Dead Shots Hyper. How long does it take for villagers to restock? Well, that is totally dependent on what time of day it is in your world. So the villagers have a work site, and they need to work at their work site in order to restock. That is it. They have a schedule that they will keep to, and if they are at the point in their schedule when they will go to their work site and work, then you basically can trade with them a lot, assuming that they keep working at their work site within that time period. That work cycle happens twice a day. So in a way, the answer is twice a Minecraft day. So it's about every 5 minutes when the day is up, and then they sleep at night. But they may work at their work site multiple times when they're in that working mode. It's a little bit difficult to remember their schedule and to keep that all in your head when it is right at 0000, right when the sun comes up. Then they will get to work. Then they take a break in the middle of the day and they talk. Then they go back to work. Then they go home, and then they sleep. And so you can see as I am changing the time of day. Was the sun really over there? I guess so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're all going home. Go home, little guys. And then if I set the time to 12 here, then they will sleep in a bed if one is around. The best way that I know to keep this all in your head is to ignore the rest of the schedule and just know that the moment that the sun comes up. So if can I sleep? No, oh, it's not night enough. It's not night enough. It's just, okay, you're gonna sleep and I can't sleep. I see how it is. Okay, I'll set it tonight. There we go. So once they wake up, their next place that they're gonna go is to their work site. Did that not work? Okay, let's just do this with command blocks. Wake up, all the villagers! Wake up! It's time! Ding, 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 ding! Wake up! So that is the best way that I've been able to keep it in my mind is if I'm having problems getting the villagers to their work site, I just basically wait until it's night, sleep, and then make sure to do whatever type of trading and restocking the next morning, because that tends to be a lot faster than trying to figure out what schedule they're in. but I'm going to reiterate it because we've kind of gone into schedules a lot. They need to work at their work site in order to restock. So make sure that they have access to their work site. Next question is from San Mighty. How to get scoots? Well, the way to get a scoot in Minecraft is through turtles, but these adult ones are no good to you. You could kill them all day long and they won't drop a scoot. You may be wondering what the heck a scoot is. So let me just answer that one real fast. So this is a scoot, and it is the shell of the turtle, and you can use it to make a turtle shell. And then you can also take that turtle shell and wear it on your character. And whenever you wear it on your character, you get water breathing, which is kind of cool. So you can breathe underwater. It doesn't matter because I have conduit power on top of water breathing, but there you go. That is why it is so useful to get a scoot. The way to get a scoot is to have a baby turtle grow up. So you need to breed turtles. So you breed them with the seagrass. So you get some seagrass and they go yum, yum, and then they make some babies. They will plant their eggs. Plant their eggs? Is that right? They will lay their eggs in the sand. Remember, hostile mobs will try to attack these eggs, so you got to keep them safe. You have to wait a really long time and not stand on the eggs yourself, otherwise they will break. And then little babies will come from these eggs. Those babies will normally go into the water for a little while, so you kind of got to keep track of them. When they grow up, you can get a scoot. It might be the most frustrating item in Minecraft. I'll be straight up honest. It's a lot to ask for. A lot to ask for. This next one's gonna be kind of fast. Kirisen, Earl, C, Ekrol. What is the strongest block in Minecraft? Is it netherite or bedrock? Bedrock. It's just bedrock. Those names are getting harder and harder. Parnath, Venkath. I'm giving up. What is better, Java Edition or Bedrock Edition? I play both, but I don't know which one to stay with. Well, in my opinion, they are so similar that like the details don't really matter that much. The one that I would choose for you to stick with and to play with is whatever your friends are also sticking to and playing with. So if you have any friends that also have Minecraft and they're on Bedrock or they're on Java, just do whatever they're doing because it'd be better to be able to play with them later than it would to choose the best option. Next question is from Sangeeta. I'll just stop there. Best way to find more diamonds? Obvious answer is Y level 11. That is where diamonds are most prevalent. And the way that I like to think of it is that if you are on a level with lava, so you have to make a big mine shaft all the way down and you find lava floating around. If it's a big pool of lava, a lake of lava, basically, you're at the right level. So good thing I'm in creative. Once you're there, just start a tunnel and keep it going. If you happen to have access to F3 or your coordinates, then the Y level 11 would help you out and you'll be able to dig and hopefully find more diamonds. Call me cry, son. Don't cry. Be happy. Do crossbow fireworks do different damage with different firework recipes? And if so, what are they? So the question is, whenever you have fireworks, you can load those into a crossbow. And if you take those fireworks and make different versions of fireworks, are those going to be better? So right here, using firework stars, I've made a few different types of fireworks. Remember, you do have to have a firework star inside of the firework. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. This is the simplest method of making a firework, is just gunpowder and paper, and that'll make some firework rockets. But these firework rockets do not have a firework star inside of them. So as they go up, they don't do anything. And same sort of situation. If you have a crossbow, whoops, I need to put this, this needs to go in my offhand. Boop, there we go. And you have crossbow and you load it when that's in your offhand and you fire it, it is not going to make an explosion. So we went ahead and made a whole bunch of fireworks. And this first one has a small firework ball. The next one has a large firework ball. The next one is a burst. The next one is star-shaped. So you can also see that in my firework description right there. Large, versus burst versus star-shaped. And then I also have some flight duration changes. So all these are flight duration 1, this is flight duration 2, and this is flight duration 3. I am going to save you the long story of how I went about doing all of this, but I have done extensive testing. First off, I tested that a dispenser is no different than a crossbow. I used this command block to tell me what the health of this guy is, and then you can, these 2 fireworks are bad. Then you can switch out the fireworks. So we got flight duration 1, small, and we fire it off at him. It hurts the guy. We can tell that his health is at 14.29, and if we destroy the guy, goodbye, and we summon another one, and we do the same thing, we can see that his health is basically the same. It's really, really close, 14.9 versus 14.8. And so if we do this a few times, we can just tell that, yes, this is a pretty consistent way to get the damage value from this sort of situation. So that was a small firework, the small ball firework, and that is, remember, 14.9, 14.8, 14.29, and 28. So let's try the large version of this. Fire it off. Bam, it hit him. Oh no, it's the same. So after extensive testing, I have basically found out, whoops, I didn't mean to summon another one, but there you go. You can see that he was the same. That it does not matter. If I switch these out for the burst option, fire it off. There's a weird little burst thingy. Same thing. This is the star-shaped version. What is his health? Same. Well, that was weird. That's the first time I've seen 2-7. I've noticed that basically the small differences in the health, I think, is just how accurate the dispenser is. And that is really what is changing how deadly the firework is. So this guy is at 20 health, and if I shoot him right between the eyes, then I get him to 14.5. And if I shoot him like at the knees, like that, then he's at 14.1. So I found that wherever you shoot this guy is actually a better determining factor of how deadly the firework will be instead of the type of firework that you put into it. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, the flight duration does not matter either. I tested that as well. This literally took me like 3 hours to do, by the way. The short answer is nope, doesn't matter. Use whatever fireworks as long as it has a fireworks star inside of it. That about wraps it up for this episode of OMG Craft. Thank you so much for asking your questions, first of all, and also thank you so much for watching this episode of OMG Craft. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Like I mentioned before, subscribing really helps out the channel, and you YouTube members are awesome. Thanks so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!